I'ma say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on them.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play, Mills looking to pass. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Throwing on first down. Ash. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans, nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The slot man in motion right. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ready? Check pass, check pass.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Seven Pirates! Hey, check that, street!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary.
18
Back to throw. Ash. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Let's go! Mikey, McGee!
On fourth down, Ash. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. They run with Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Still going, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That man right there, Joan Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. 3rd and goal, Mills. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
3 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to 60. Check, contact, check, contact. 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Again, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. After run, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
Moving 19. Front row 18.
Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Robert Spillane leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Go, Reed, go. 19 tight,
3rd and long. Ash got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense on that go-around. The offense won the challenge. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ash under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Off-play action. Ash. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get to the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the gun, here's Mills. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. A first down throw for Mills. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Texans nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Off the play fake. Ash. Quick slant to Hamler. It almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A gain of 9.
Check pass.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Recovered by the
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This will be caught. Judy. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Looking to throw. Ash. And his throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Tight end. Go, Reed, go.
Off play action. Ash. His throw incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Smash Broncos.
Off the play fake. Ash. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is taken in at the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Williams is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Dash. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown! It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 21, Texans 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22.
Raymond Smith on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Yeah, they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw is Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
28 more yards. That's another Texans.
Here's Hines. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this 3rd quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some space here. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
70
They'll stay on the ground. And the ball is knocked out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you have an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Mills throw there into the hands of Ross. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Quick throw complete by Mills. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Hines. Touchdown, Houston. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On first down, Ash. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Pass the street, pass the street.
Looking to throw. Ash finds Dulcich out left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Hey, check that. Street.
They run it again with Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Ash. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That's caught by Howard. He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
More yards. That's another Texans first down.
And that's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of 11.
Hines again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run with Hines. And this time he is in. Nyheim Hines, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing to start the drive. Ash. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
18 runners.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing again on second down. Mills. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
In motion right is Wilson. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.